Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So we here, man. We here. Big Drake. Iceman is officially out. Iceman is officially out. One great, great. Iceman is officially out. The long awaited album is officially out. It's been a long time coming, man. We've been waiting on this. We've been waiting on this. And I knew when it came out, it's already gonna be some hate. It's already gonna be some hate because it can never just be the GOAT coming back. It can never just be a guy dropping some music that's been consistent for years. It could never just be that. It always gotta be some type of hate, man. It always gotta be some type of hate. But at the end of the day, you have to call a spade, man. You have to. Man, one time for the boy Drizzy Drake, man. And when I say he came with it, the boy came with it, man. One time, bro, it's like everybody wanted to see him fail. Everybody wanted to see him fail. When the whole Kendrick thing happened, you had everybody. Oh well, see, I knew Drake. Somebody finally got him off his pivot. Somebody finally done knocked him off his throne. It's like people people want to see you down so much, but then when you down, they want to see you win, right? When you at the top, they want to see you off the top because okay, he been there for too long. Oh, he too cocky. But then when you down, it's like everybody want to root for you. You know what I'm saying? To get up. You know what I mean? Like I never understood it. But at the end of the day, man, when you talk about consistency, when you talk about a great artist, a real artist putting everything on a track, when you talk about vulnerability, when you talk about hit records, when you talk about breaking records, when you talk about consistency, when you talk about good music overall, when you talk about good production, great production, when you talk about melodic, every time Drake comes out with an album, it's always the same thing. He's gonna come to you with an album that's complete. You know what I'm saying? And Drake has dropped 3 albums actually. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't just dropped this one album. This man had dropped 3 albums on niggas' heads. You know what I'm saying? We thought Drake was just gonna come with the one album, Iceman. That's what we thought. We thought he was gonna come with Iceman, and that was just gonna be that. You know what I mean? We've been seeing it roll out for some time now. Of course, we've been seeing, hey, look, him dropping the ice cubes everywhere, doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, for the rollout. But what we did not know is Drake was coming with a whole rollout. You know what I'm saying? With a whole rollout of not just one, not just two, but you talking about 3 different records. You know what I'm saying? So that within itself, man, you gotta get that man his props. You have to. You gotta get that man his props. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. So Drake drops 3 albums and restarts Kendrick Lamar beef. Did Drake drop 3 albums? Here's everything you need to know about Iceman. I think it's called Habibti. I want to say Habibti and Maid of Honor, and the ongoing Kendrick Lamar feud. So Drake surprised fans on May 15th by releasing 3 new albums: Iceman, Habibti, and Maid of Honor, with over 40 songs and 7 accompanying um, music videos, while also reigniting his long-running feud with Kendrick Lamar. Key points: Drake announced and released 3 albums titled Iceman, Habibti, and Maid of Honor on May 15, 2026. The 3 albums together contain more than 40 new songs, 7 music videos for tracks from the new albums were uploaded to YouTube on the day of release. The releases occur amid Drake's renewed feud with Kendrick Lamar, whose 2024 diss track "Not Like Us" won a Grammy. In the song "Make Them Cry," Drake references the ongoing dispute and critiques Lamar's conscious rap style and lifestyle. Come on now. Come on now. Yeah, like I said, man, this is I think this has been well needed. I think this has been well needed in hip hop. I'm glad Drake came out and said, "Hey, listen, bro, this is really what's up." I'm glad he addressed everything. I'm glad he addressed the Kendrick Lamar beef. I'm glad he addressed everybody else. I seen he addressed LeBron as well. Um, I seen he addressed Rick Ross. So many people, man. I see he brought Future back. You know, everybody had their whole thing with like Drake and Future. He brought Future back. So Future's on the album as well. 21 Savage on the album as well. Popcon's on the album as well. The dude just came with it, man. Again, when you're at the top, people want to see you down. People want to see you down. Even your boy Rick Ross has some shit to say. Some real hater shit. And again, I don't know why Rick Ross feels the need to hate and do the shit he doing. It don't make sense to me because I feel like Rick Ross is a legend within itself. So I don't understand why he feel like he got to do all the extra shit. But Rick Ross has some hating things to say. Rick Ross has some hating things to say. If you have not heard this or you have not seen this, this is what Rick Ross had to say.
City. Oh my God. I've been a long fan. Oh my God. Mr. YouTube. Fuck a big three anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. Bars. Come on, guys. Stop. Y'all gotta, let's all leave little man's alone now, man. He did it. He dropped 3 mid projects. Hey, man, it was fun while it lasted. You're washed.
Yeah, man, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. And for me, it sucks because I'm a big Rick Ross fan, but I just feel like that's corny. It's corny because you 50 for one, right? You 50 years old, but it's corny because it's like as a big homie, you supposed to be either not saying nothing or uplifting them. That's why I love when Jay-Z come out and Jay-Z got a lot to say. I love it because Jay-Z gonna tell you the truth. Jay-Z gonna be like, man, bro, like, Jay-Z, how you feel about the Drake and Kendrick beef? Did you purposely have Kendrick perform at the Super Bowl because you don't like Drake? That nigga was like, I'm Jay-Z. I mean, I'm y'all may not understand that because y'all not looking at it from my perspective. I'm Jay-Z. You think I got time to worry about Drake and Kendrick? Like that, and that's why I love when Jay Z get to talking. That's why I love it because Jay Z gonna make you feel stupid for even asking the question. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make you feel stupid because he like, bro, like y'all forgetting that y'all fans of Drake. I'm a fan too. I like him, but nigga, I'm Jay Z, bro. Like I'm Jay Z. I'm not worried about that. That to me, that's a real big homie. What Rick Ross is out here doing is like, bro, like you 50, bro. Like you supposed to be on some like, oh man, nah, he doing his thing. Like you know what I'm saying? If you asked about it, you're supposed to be coming out laugh. Oh well, look the little homie. It's like, bro, like you coming out with diss records. And again, this is coming from a person who's a Rick Ross fan. I'm not. I'm saying that as a person who listened to Rick Ross, as a person who Rick Ross is in my top 5, 6. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that's corny. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got so much hate that's online already about Jay-Z. I mean, I'm sorry, about Drake. You got so much hate that's already going around. People already like, you know what? Let's try to throw some shade. Let's try to hate on them. Let's try to say some negative shit. At the end of the day, it don't gotta be that. It don't gotta be that. But fact of the matter is that you're always gonna have that with anything that you do, especially any great thing that you do. You're always going to have the haters. You're always gonna have people that's like, I don't want to see you win, so I gotta say the things that I gotta say the things that um are not positive. I gotta say the little bullshit. You're always gonna have that. And I feel like Rick Ross, I don't feel like Rick Ross has to do that. I don't. I feel like Rick Ross then built up a big enough legacy to where it's like you should be sitting on the throne. You should be sitting on the throne just like um just like Jay-Z. I feel like Rick Ross is at a point where he should be sitting on the throne just like Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be out here on some I gotta say little hating shit. You know what I mean? I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like I don't get that. But of course, you got so many people coming out saying different shit. You got so many people commenting. You got so many people, that feel away. And the hate is really going to come out at this point. If you have not seen this, you got Kendrick Lamar coming out. Kendrick Lamar came out. You know what I'm saying? Bro hit Kendrick. Bro, I know you see this Drake rollout shit going down. What's the word, K Dot? He goes, it's always fuck ice. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's just it's too much of it. It's too much hater shit. And like I said, I'm a fan of Kendrick as well, but to me, Kendrick's on some hating shit. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people not gonna see it from that side. A lot of people gonna be like, no, ain't no way he's a hater. Ain't no way he's a hater. No, that was hating. Every time you come out with a song, you gotta come out and be like, this nigga ain't the king because I'm the king. I'm the king, this and that. I'm not, I'm the best. This person ain't like, that's all we see. We don't see you just dropping music and just, you know what I mean? Just being great. We see you constantly saying negative shit. You know what I mean? We see you constantly saying negative shit. You know what I mean? So I don't understand it. I don't think it's necessary. But I feel like some people feel like it's necessary to down somebody else to uplift themselves. You know what I mean? It's one of them things, but it's like it don't have to be that. I don't feel like it has to be that at all. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You had your boy Act come out. Act was actually featured on the Drake rollout, Big Academics, which was super overdue. I feel like um that's a great way to show Academics love because Academics is and always has been the person that or one of the people that shows Drake so much love in media. I feel like Academics does not get his just due at all. You know what I mean? But Drake, and he's finally getting his just due with Drake. I know they had their whole shit in the past, but Academics has been a person that's uplifted Drake and been a huge supporter of Drake. Outside of their little small beef that they had. You know what I'm saying? So I want to send a huge shout out to Academics because a huge shout out to Drake and Academics because what Drake did for Academics to me was big. Academics is already who he is, right? But I feel like Academics being featured in the Drake rollout Amazing. Great way to show love. You know what I'm saying? Great way to show love. Great way to show support. Great way to show support. Great way to, appreciate somebody who's been pushing your music. Because like I said, every album that Drake has dropped, I've seen, through media, I've seen academics be one of the biggest pushers of it when it drops. I've seen that. I've really seen that. You know what I mean? And he continues to do that. He continues to do that. So I want to send a huge shout out to academics, man. Can't want to play that, get copywritten. But yeah, nah, I want to send a huge shout out, like I said, to academics for just being able to build his brand up in such a way that, an artist like Drake at that level, would be would be able to get featured like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, um, Jay Z, well, I keep saying Jay Z, Drake had a part on his rollout, right? Drake had a part on his rollout where academics was pretty much doing what he does as far as commentating, um on Drake's music, right? He had a so basically Drake put that on the actual rollout. He puts that in the actual, so Drake had this, again, if you guys are not familiar, Drake dropped 7 videos, but it was all compiled into 1 hour long video, right? And it was just different scenes as he's been dropping different scenes. And one of the scenes was academics being on there and just um being able to be seen. You know what I mean? Being able to be seen and being able to do what he does, on the actual rollout within the actual whole thing. Again, we've never seen that done before. I thought that was a clever way to show love, a clever way to uplift somebody. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I was like, yo, that shit is dope. That shit was super dope to me. Cause again, he don't have to, Drake didn't have to do that. But I feel like, again, you just showing love to somebody who's been showing you love for the longest. So to me, that's something big, and I feel like a lot of artists got to start doing that more because it be people that be showing them love, but don't get the just due. They don't get the respect. So again, one time for Drake for that. One time for Drake for that, because again, he did not have to do that at all. He could have just been like, "Oh, what's up? Keep pushing my music, man. I appreciate you, bro. Keep pushing my music. Keep doing that." Let me see if we could. So this is the video or a part of the video that academics in. I'm gonna mute it so we don't get copywritten. But he pretty much just showed academics in the studio. He pretty much just showed academics in the studio.
Seen it. Seen it from everybody. Everybody is changing. Rappers apologizing, media personalities backtracking. Stall these bitch ass niggas out. You know why? Because all of these guys, they had nothing going on. And right now, it's like Gotham City. Hip hop need a hero. We're here in Toronto, and everybody's asking, where is the Iceman? They seen the blocks of ice, but where's the music? Where's the guy? That's what we need. Okay? The guys they told us were supposed to do it, they couldn't do it. Now everybody's changing their tune. We see it all. Okay, everybody, it's okay. You can come back in. You could come listen to the Iceman with me. It's okay. Come on. You could come on. Okay, just stay at the back. Because for 2 years y'all persecuted. For 2 years y'all ran lies. For 2 years y'all believed anything that was against the guy. Yes, you all could come back in. But we didn't forget. Let's go.
Come on, man. Gotta give respect. You gotta give it up, man. So again, man, shout out academics, bro. Cause like I said, that shit was well deserved. Shout out the boy academics, well deserved, man, well deserved. But like I said, man, it's new. I think everything is about to start changing and going back to the way it was for sure. I do think that. I think that everybody was on Kendrick Lamar's side. Oh, Kendrick. Um, but I feel like everybody's going right back to being like, hey, look, it's about Drake. It's all about Drake. I feel like that's a real thing. People understand. People understand. Like, yo, like Drake is the guy. He's been consistent, overly consistent, and that's why you got all the haters. He even took a shot at DJ Khaled. He's like, bro, basically like when it was time for DJ Khaled to support him in the battle with Kendrick Lamar, DJ Khaled had nothing to say. It's like he said you was over there praying and humdily lying. You know what I'm saying? You don't have nothing to say. And it's like as many things that I've done for you, you would think that he would have you would think he would have more to say. You know what I'm saying? You would think that DJ Khaled would have more to say. Like that's his guy. You know what I'm saying? To me, at least that's the way DJ Khaled makes it seem. He makes it seem like, yo, Drake is my brother. That's my brother. That's my brother. But it's like the moment where I need you, or the moment where you supposed to be on my side, showing me love, uplifting me, letting people know like, yo, I'm your guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't there. You was not there. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. He takes shot at again. Of course, we knew and we know that he was gonna take shots at. Or I'm sorry, we know and we knew that he was gonna take shots at Kendrick Lamar, but not just Kendrick Lamar. He took shots at Charlemagne. And they ongoing beef is like, you know what I mean? They ongoing beef is there. You know what I'm saying? Still, he took shots at Joe Budden. You know what I mean? Everybody that kind of basically was doubting him. He said nobody wants to see you reheat cold French fries. Ain't no circle in the block. Just go ahead and make your records for the club, make your records for the ladies. Like keep it moving. Nobody wants to see you circling the block. I'm sorry, I said that backwards. Charlemagne said that about Drake. That's what it was. I'm sorry. Rewind. Charlemagne said that about Drake. Nobody wants to see you reheat cold French fries. Ain't no circle in the block. Go ahead and make your records for the club. Make your records for the ladies. Like keep it moving. Nobody wants to see you circle the block, right? And it's like with that, I get that. But at the same time, it's like I'ma speak on what I want to speak on for one. But at the end of the day, I'ma say all of my truths. You know what I'm saying? I think Drake should continue to speak on and continue to say how you feel because if you've been at the top for so long and showed so many people love, but so many people just, counted you out or switched up on you, I would be on the same shit. I'd be like, nigga, what are you talking about, bro? Like y'all was on my side for years. I gave you everything. And it's true. Drake has gave back to back to back to back to back the hits. Back every year, every few months. You know what I'm saying? Every summer. Been consistent. dropping heartfelt music, and then a guy comes out and says, "Oh well, you faking this and that," and all of a sudden everybody's like, "Oh well, I'm on the other side." It's cornball shit. So I get exactly where Drake is at. It's like, bro, like I'm gonna keep talking about it, and I'm gonna keep talking about everybody that was supposed to be my homie that decided to turn their back on me. So I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad. So, you know, I get exactly I get exactly where Drake is coming from. I get exactly where Drake's coming from. I'm telling you, I would be the same way. If I've came out with so much consistency and been so big for years, and then just like that, a lot of people changed their minds about me and went on a guy's side who said that I'm basically extorting the culture, or I'm sorry, exploiting the culture. It's like, my nigga, I'm black just like you black. My mama just happened to be white, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I get it. I don't come from the hood. I don't come from Compton. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up like this, but the fact of the matter is, my daddy's still who my daddy is. You know what I'm saying? My mom is still who my mom is. You know what I'm saying? My friends are who they are. Like, I grew up with my mom a certain way. When I left my mom's house and I was with my dad, I grew up a certain way. Like, what do y'all want from me? You know what I mean? Like, but that don't stop the fact that I study my craft. They don't stop the fact that I'm great at what I do. They don't stop the fact that I gave you hit after hit. You know what I'm saying? I see Kendrick's intern just said Drake put 3 albums to distract us from the slump he's been in. It don't hit the same without the writers. Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, Kendrick. I mean, your name is Kendrick's intern. Your name is Kendrick's intern. I get it. You a hell of a Kendrick fan. I get it. You are a real Kendrick fan. If your name is Kendrick's intern, right? I get it. But the fact of the matter is this: you could say he's been in a slump all day long. You could say, "Oh, Drake's been in a slump. Drake ain't the same." Drake's been more consistent than Kendrick. It's nowhere close. That's why I tell people, y'all trying to compare apples to oranges. Like Kendrick overall, as a whole, as an overall artist, how is he even competing with Drake? As an overall, let's keep it 1,000. As an overall artist, how is he really competing with Drake? We not talking about a rap record. We not talking about, oh well, I pop up every now and again. I say my raps and then I go back to what I'm doing. We talking about a guy who's been consistent over a time, over a decade plus. You know what I'm saying? 2008, 2009 to 2026 of consistency, back to 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 back hit records. When Kendrick was still trying to find his sound, Drake had a sound. When Kendrick was still trying to be consistent, Drake put him on tours. When Kendrick was still trying to get his thing off the ground, Drake supported him, put him on albums. You know what I'm saying? Then along the way, oh well, Drake ain't shit. Same thing with ASAP Rocky. Oh, Drake ain't shit. Bro, I put you niggas on. Y'all was not popping like that. Y'all wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't popping like that. So at the end of the day, like, people forget. You know what I mean? Like, we can go and pull up the old stuff where everybody's praising Drake. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is this: Drake, Kendrick ain't shouldn't even be in the same conversation with a Drake. He shouldn't even be in the same conversation, because peep this. Forget what I'm talking about. Let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers. Let's have the real conversations. Drake has officially surpassed Michael Jackson. Forget you talking about y'all talking about Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about Kendrick. Let's read the facts. The facts is Drake has officially surpassed Michael Jackson for the most albums in history to spend 10. I don't know how to pronounce the motherfucking word. Cumulative. What was it? Cumulative. Cumulative. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get in the chat. Show me how to sound it out for me. Let me know how to pronounce it. 10 cumulative years on the Billboard 200 chart. With these separate albums, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, and Views reaching the milestone. However, Jackson maintains the edge in global album sales and solo Billboard Hot 100 numbers, number one records. You know what I'm saying? But to even be so Drake's not in the conversation of a Kendrick Lamar. He's in the conversation of a Michael Jackson. That's what people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? But again, he light skinned again. He Canadian again. You know what I'm saying? He's a little soft. So all of these things are like, hey, we can't give him his full credit. You know what I mean? We don't want to give him his full credit because of how he look, of where he come from. Fact of the matter is, you got to give credit where credit is due, and I'm gonna always give credit where credit is due. One time for Drizzy Drake, man. One time for Drizzy Drake, man.